What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut. You're live with your boy, you me. Let's get it.
Unplugged and Uncut.
The San Antonio Spurs had a star born over the All-Star weekend. That is right, Steph Castle, a star was born, should be starting. Let's get into that and a whole lot more on today's edition of Unplugged and Uncut. If you didn't see the All-Star weekend, Steph Castle showed up and showed out. That is right, guys. He came in second place in the slam dunk contest. I will not sit here and say that I feel like he was robbed because I'm a Spurs fan. And of course, I think Steph Castle should have won, but Mac McClung did bring that fire too, so good competition. Not just the slam dunk contest though, guys. Steph Castle showed out all weekend. Rising stars, slam dunk. The kid was putting on a show. And that gets me into my real point of today's conversation. Steph Castle should and always should have been starting. When Vassell was out, I feel like Steph Castle had earned his place in the starting lineup. The kid was playing outstanding basketball. Now, I understand Devin Vassell makes $30 million, well, 29, basically $30 million. And that gives you 30 million reasons to try and put him in the starting lineup. However, if we think back, the Spurs were fighting for a sixth spot at that time. They were top 6, 7, 8 constantly. Interesting. Now, here's why I would move Vassell to the bench, Castle to the starting lineup, to form a starting lineup of De'Aaron Fox, CP3, Steph Castle, Harrison Barnes, Victor Wembanyama. Steph Castle is a true 6'6" combo guard. Can play point or shooting guard and an excellent wing defender. Devin Vassell is 6'4", 6'5" with shoes, a shooting guard, and a small ball wing. Another reason I chose Devin Vassell is his team plus minus really is affected by his shot selection. Devin Vassell has a propensity to look for, seek, take, and make tough shots. This kid is a tough shot maker, tough shot taker. But what comes with that is a bunch of misses. So his shot selection could be a lot better. Where you shoot the ball matters. Who's in front of you? Who's playing defense? How much space is between you? Are you doing too much? Also, Devin Vassell's defense isn't quite as good as Castle's either. I think Castle is the better defender, and at this point, the better offensive threat, being a player that's going to attack the basket. He attacks the basket at will. So I really like that part of Steph Castle's game, his ability to be a true combo guard and a wing defender on this team. Now, some people would say just take CP3 out. I'm not taking CP3 out the starting lineup. One, the Spurs probably promised this man he would be starting. Two, CP3 is a knockdown shooter. He's a better shooter than Devin Vassell. He's a true leader, a real playmaker, and he is still a capable and good defender. He's not the defender he used to be in his prime. The man is no longer in his prime. But CP3 is still a good defender. Not to mention, I've said it before, I want CP3 and Steph Castle on the court as much as possible. Think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. My bad, guys. Think Shai. Shai was a high-level talent. He was not an all-star. He was not a superstar. And he definitely wasn't an MVP candidate when CP3 went there to play with them. But playing next to CP3, and when you have that much talent like Steph Castle, you become a sponge to one of the greatest point guards of all time. You actually learn how to see the floor better. You pick up on that basketball IQ. And that's why I keep bringing up Shai. I think Steph Castle benefits the most, not Victor Wembanyama. I think Wemby definitely benefits from having CP3, but I think Steph and Castle actually benefits the most from having CP3 on the court. Because that's who is the Spurs' future. You see, the Spurs already had a star on their team next to Victor Wembanyama. He was just going for Rookie of the Year. And the team might not have realized how good this kid really was. Even though we told them here on Unplugged and Uncut, they should have just listened. The Spurs already had their number 2 option, Area 51. Now they got a big 3, De'Aaron Fox, Steph Castle, Victor Wembanyama. Yes, Castle is a rookie. He will be Rookie of the Year. But watch out. A star was born. When I look at Fox, Castle, Wemby, Big 3, I see Tony Parker, fast point guard. Manu Ginobili, 6'6" combo guard who could play point. Tim Duncan, two-way dominant big. De'Aaron Fox, Steph Castle, Victor Wembanyama. Very similar makeup of a team that was known to get them chips. That is right. With these 3 players, the Spurs only have to figure out 2 things. A legit big. You need that David Robinson. You need a Tiago Splitter or a Robert Horry type big. And you need shooting. I think they can get some of that shooting from Harrison Barnes, but you definitely want to add shooting. When I look at Wemby, Tim Duncan, I think of a big that could play with another big. Tim Duncan reminds me a lot, or I take that back, Anthony Davis reminds me a lot of Tim Duncan. A power forward who can play center, but dominates as a power forward and rather be a power forward. When AD won his chip, he had another big next to him. Tim Duncan was winning chips with David Robinson, Tiago Splitter, Robert Horry next to him. So it's okay to put somebody taller than Jeremy Sohan, 6'7", on the court as a power forward. It's okay. To me, Jeremy Sohan is a undersized power forward and a wing who cannot shoot. Excellent defender, playmaker, Ben Simmons light. That's what Jeremy Sohan is. He is not the big of the future that's going to help Victor Wembanyama grab them boards. So you cannot expect Victor Wembanyama to chase down block after block and be able to get back for the rebound. It's just not going to happen. It's not realistic, and it's not fair to expect Wemby to exert that much energy to block the shot and try to go back and get the rebound. It's not going to happen. It's one of the reasons we have seen the Spurs get crushed on the glass. Offensive rebounds. How many times have you watched the Spur game and seen the opponent just grab rebound after rebound, and it almost looks like the Spurs quit playing defense because they can't grab the rebound? It's crazy. You got to put some height on the court. You got to rebound the basketball. The defensive possession does not end until you grab the ball. But guys, this is the lineup I would run. I really feel like Fox, CP3, Castle, Barnes, and Wemby gives the Spurs the best chance to win. Do you want to win? Do you want to be a lottery team again? Or do you want to fight for the playoffs, play in? I think play-in playoffs should be where the Spurs are heading and what they are looking towards and looking at, so this team can get that experience. Victor Wembanyama is a ready-to-win now player. De'Aaron Fox is a ready-to-win now player. CP3, Harrison Barnes. Those are 2 more ready-to-win now players. You throw a rookie in there like Stephen Castle, who's hungry and a rising star, and you got something special for the rest of this season. Let it cook. Because next year, if CP3 is not here, you're probably looking at Fox Castle Barnes or Fox Castle Vassell with Sohan and Wemby. So go ahead and get Castle that experience. It's going to push your team's chances to get to the playoffs up. And it's going to help that bond between Wemby, Castle, and Fox really form. If the Spurs cannot see their big 3, I bet you they will after this video. I got a bunch of friends in the organization, so I hope everybody enjoyed this. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Who do you want to start? Who do you think should start? Because the season is coming back fast. The second half is really not a half, it's a lot less. They've already played over half their games, so there's not much time to get it together. But I can't wait to read the comments because this is an interesting subject, and I truly believe Steph Castle, a star was born, should be starting on the San Antonio Spurs. But that's my opinion. Can't wait to hear yours, and your boy is out. Peace.